I would ask my colleagues to consider my concurrence that we should take more time to consider things, which is why the 2/3 rule was proposed, since there's an insistence to surprise this body with making votes on substantial matters and given no previous time to consider adoption or what that may look like. So that's the purpose behind the 2/3 rule, is that there won't be any more surprises. So if I can get a commitment by those in favor of this substitute motion that there will be no more surprises at work sessions or random motions to adopt significant policies, I might be amenable to it, but as it stands right now, I have no interest in supporting this substitute motion.
I'm trying to think back if there was one. I think there was this year. I'm trying to even think of what it was. What was the one that a motion was made that was out of the blue?
Madam Mayor, if I might respond.
Vice Mayor Foldy.
There's been about 6, if memory serves, on a variety of topics.
I'm thinking about one. Give me one specifically. I mean, I know there was one that I made the motion. I'm trying to think of what it was. Maybe it was the lowering the concealed weapon permit, or I mean, I think there was one that I can remember. I mean, maybe it seems like there was more, unless somebody can help my memory. But in listening to what you're saying about, working together to not have surprise motions, I'm fine with that. I mean, I've been here for 19 years. We normally don't have just a surprise motion. I think there may have been something, and maybe that something was because 5 of us discussed it ahead of time and said, yeah, we need to do that the first meeting. That didn't happen the first meeting, it didn't happen the second, it didn't happen the third, it didn't happen the fourth, so maybe I brought it up. Other than that, I'm really kind of thinking of what other kind of surprise motions there were, but regardless of going backwards, going forward, I think it should be about us working together as good as we can, rather than putting these hurdles and just artificial bridges that are already chasms. And so with that, I'm not bringing up other motions just out of the blue. I think we've had some items in the past, and it's a new day. So changing these rules of procedure should be for us to make them better and more efficient for us, at the same time protecting the minority. So hearing that you would be amenable if we say and commit and work to not bring up surprise motions, I'm not planning on bringing up surprise motions. And so hopefully you will, I'm not saying strike this just so we can bring up surprise motions. That's not at all. I'm not planning on bringing up surprise motions, and I'm going to not support surprise motions. So I want you all to vote in favor of the motions as they're presented.
All right, so there's a motion on the table. The motion on the floor is to table the discussion until September 12th. So we'll go ahead and vote, please.
The motion fails, 5.
Okay, so we'll go back to the original motion is to go ahead and accept the rules of procedure that were amended and approved at our previous meeting. Go ahead and vote, please.
The motion passes 5-2.